A lot of people talk about the Chase Trifecta, but the question is, should you really skip it? Because the thing is, it kind of seems like there is some kind of pressure when it comes to having the Chase Trifecta. But is it really worth it? What are the pros and cons? Let's have a conversation about this. So in today's conversation, I'll explain everything to you. And at the end, you will have a clear idea whether or not you should skip the Chase Trifecta. And the thing is, let's talk about the overview. When we talk about the Chase Trifecta, this is basically a strategic combination of 3 Chase credit cards that can boost your rewards earning potential. So it's all about rewards earning. So when you hear the term trifecta, it's all about rewards earning potential. And so here's an overview. People who get a charge out of squeezing maximum value from their credit cards are well familiar with that term, Chase Trifecta. And basically what you want here is that you want to accomplish 2 things. Because the Chase Trifecta significantly increases the amount of rewards you earn from spending. Because see, if you go and spend the card, if you want to charge stuff on the card, you want to actually optimize your rewards from the card. So that's the first thing. It significantly increases the amount of rewards you earn from spending. And the second thing is it allows you to redeem those rewards for significantly greater value. So it's not only in terms of getting higher value at the beginning, but also getting higher value at the end when you actually redeem it. So this is really important. And the thing is, many Chase credit cards earn rewards in a currency called Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So these points are at the center of the trifecta strategy because they can be transferred from one card to another. So depending on which card you use, where you use it, and when, you could earn as many as 5 Ultimate Rewards points per dollar spent. And points have a base value of 1 cent apiece, but certain Chase cards allow you to redeem them for travel at a higher value, up to 1.5 cents per point. So this is kind of cool. So when you really think about it, when you close your eyes, if you spend strategically, if you transfer and redeem, you can get an effective rewards rate of up to 7.5% on certain purchases. So by comparison, using a single credit card for every purchase typically nets you an overall rate of 1.5% to 2%. So this is really, so in today's conversation, I really want to dig a little deeper to explain to you everything you need to know about the Chase Trifecta system. So going forward, you can optimize also your rewards. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. We are going to have a wonderful conversation. I first want to give you the winner here. So when we talk about the Chase Trifecta, what are the cards that earn Chase Ultimate Rewards? In other words, what are the cards that you should consider for the Chase Trifecta? So multiple Chase credit cards will work in a trifecta combination as long as they earn Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So you can combine points from your own cards or transfer your earnings to another member of your household. Your spouse, your brother, your sister. Okay. So note that while some of these cards advertise cashback, their rewards still come in the form of Chase Ultimate Rewards points, which are worth a penny each when redeemed for cash. On such a card, 5% cashback on a $100 purchase is awarded as 500 points equal to $5. So this is really important. Now I want to show you on the screen right now. I want to show you a series of credit cards. So let's first start with the Chase Freedom Flex. So when you think about the Chase Freedom Flex, and it's currently on the screen, you can see it. So this card has an annual fee of $0. It has no annual fee, as a matter of fact, and it earns 5% cashback on up to $1,500 in combined purchases each quarter on bonus categories that you activate. You need to activate those categories. That's why sometimes they're called rotating categories. And so you have 5% on up to $1,500, and then afterwards it becomes 1%. It also earns 5% back on travel booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards, 3% back at restaurants and drugstores, and unlimited 1% on all other non-bonus category spending. So this is kind of cool. And you can also get some cash back on Lyft rides. So point value when redeemed for travel booked through Chase is 1 cent each. So that's for the Chase Freedom Flex. Then we have the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I want you to see this on the screen right now. So this card has an annual fee of $0 and earns 5% back on travel booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards, 3% back at restaurants and drugstores, and unlimited 1.5% on all other spending. And this is kind of cool. And the points value when redeemed for travel booked through Chase, 1 cent each. So now you have a clear idea about the thing is that when you know the percentage of rewards you can get, then now you can start the combo. You can start combining to actually create your Chase Trifecta. Another card I want to talk to you about is called the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. So that card is it's not actually quote unquote free because it has an annual fee of $95, but it earns 5 points per dollar spent on travel booked through Chase, 3 points per dollar spent on dining, select online grocery purchases and select streaming services, 2 points per dollar spent on all other travel, and 1 point per dollar on all other spending. And the cool thing here is that you have a lot of perks, a lot of rewards that are associated with this card. But hey, listen, think about the $95. You need to spend enough to sort of offset the $95 annual fee. And a lot of us can do it. Not a problem. A lot of us can do it. So that's for the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. And you also have the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So this is a card that has an annual fee of, guess what? $500, $550. But this card earns 10 points per dollar spent on hotels and car rentals booked through Chase and Chase dining purchases. You have 5 points per dollar spent on flights booked through Chase, 3 points per dollar spent on travel and dining, and 1 point per dollar on all other spending. So the bottom line here is that for the Sapphire, for instance, you have a lot of things you can do with this card. It's all about how you actually organize your spending. Remember that every member of your household can also participate in this Chase Trifecta. And the thing is that in some cases, Chase will run promos. Like right now, you are able to earn 10 points per dollar spent on eligible Peloton purchases with a maximum earning of 50,000 points and on Lyft. And point value when redeemed for travel booked through Chase, 1.5 cents each. So you can see that on the Chase Sapphire, you basically had on the Sapphire Preferred card, the point value was 1.25 cents. But on the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the points is you have 1.5 cents. And on the Chase Freedom Unlimited, it was 1 cent each. And on the Chase Freedom Flex, it was 1 cent each also. So all cards are not created equal, right? It's all about how you organize yourself. But of course, if you're paying $500.50 as an annual fee, of course, there are more benefits associated with the Reserve. One thing I want to say here is that you need to understand that if you want to maximize your Chase Trifecta, you need to be aware of those little sort of I would say the value of those points. So those I just spoke to you about the Chase consumer credit cards that you can consider for the Chase Trifecta. Now let's talk about the business credit cards, because Chase also has some business credit cards that can be included in your Chase Trifecta. So you have the Inc. Business Unlimited credit card, you have the Inc. Business Cash credit card, and then you have the Inc. Business Preferred credit card. Let's quickly go through each of them. So when you think about the Inc. Business Unlimited credit card, it has no annual fee and earns an unlimited 1.5% cashback on all purchases. This is kind of cool. And you're able to earn 5% cashback on Lyft rides. And the point value when redeemed for travel booked through Chase, 1 cent each. Remember, everything you have to redeem everything through Chase Portal, Chase Ultimate Rewards. That's the currency we're talking about. You can't actually use another portal to redeem them. If you do that, you're not going to optimize your trifecta. So besides the Inc. Business Unlimited, you also have the Inc. Business Cash credit card. So this card has no annual fee and earns 5% cashback on the first $25,000 in combined purchases at office supply stores and on internet, cable, and phone services each account anniversary year. You also have 2% cashback on the first $25,000 in combined purchases at gas stations and restaurants each account anniversary year. And then you have 1% on all other spending. So this is really good. And again, I want you to watch out. You want to go on. There are occasional promos that Chase does. For example, they have right now 5% cashback on Lyft rides, and the point value when redeemed for travel booked through Chase. Again, we're speaking about Inc. Business Cash. It's 1 cent, 1 cent each. Then you also have another credit card. That's the Inc. Business Preferred credit card. So this card has an annual fee of $95 and earns 3 points per dollar on the first $150,000 spent in combined purchases on travel, shipping purchases, internet, cable, and phone services, and on advertising purchases made with social media sites and search engines each account anniversary year. Think about that. And the point value when redeemed for travel booked through Chase, 1.25 cents each. So this is kind of cool. And right now you can actually earn value. You can earn points per dollar spent. You can earn 5 points per dollar spent on Lyft rides. But this sort of promos, they are occasional, so you have to always look out for the promos that are currently being run. One thing I want to say here is that while Chase also issues multiple co-branded credit cards, meaning cards that are partnerships between Chase and a merchant, airline, or hotel group, those cards earn rewards only within the partner's brand, not ultimate rewards points. So here's a bonus for you. So now you understood all the consumer credit cards and business credit cards that actually participate in your potential Chase Trifecta. Now let me give you some kind of information about the benefits of carrying multiple Chase cards. A Chase Trifecta gives you the ability to have increased rewards potential because a Chase Trifecta can give you the most bang for your travel rewards earning buck. Consider this combination, which incorporates 3 different kinds of rewards cards. For example, you have the Chase Freedom Flex, a card with rotating and fixed bonus rewards categories. You have the Chase Freedom Unlimited, which is a card that earns at least 1.5% cashback on all purchases plus more in specific categories. And then you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which is actually a tiered rewards card. So this is just one possible card combination though, but it is an effective one because it covers all possible spending ground. You use the bonus category card on spending that earns 5% back every quarter. You use the tiered card on travel and dining, and you use the 1.5% cashback card to earn a solid rate on everything else. As a matter of fact, you can also use the Chase Freedom Flex or Chase Freedom Unlimited on dining, as all these 3 cards earn the same rate. One thing I want to say also is that you need to also be aware of the 524 rule though. We've spoken about that on another show, but yeah, you need to be aware of that rule when evaluating credit card applications because Chase, like other issuers, takes into account how many cards you have applied for and opened recently. So so you want to analyze that. And a lot of folks, what they do is they actually just have things in Excel and they just calculate everything. We want to show you right now on the screen. I want you to see on the screen right now, we have a little calculation where you have the rewards category, the annual spending in that category, the card used, the rewards rate, the rewards earned, so you can see it. So you have restaurant dining, travel and transit, department store, groceries, rewards category, and all other spending. So you can see it. And you can see here the total rewards using the trifecta versus the total rewards using a single card for all purchases. So you can see here that with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you have a 22,500. With the Chase Freedom Unlimited, it's 21,000. And the Chase Freedom Flex, 15,500. So we'll put this on the screen. So please take some time to sort of, let it sink in. Another benefit that you actually have if you go with the Chase Trifecta is that you have greater redemption value. This is important. Now, the redemption value, if you remember, I was telling you, it's not just about how much you earn at the onset. It's also how much you can earn or how much you can redeem it for, right? The redemption value. So with any rewards currency, spending across multiple cards can help you earn more. But to get outsized redemption value via the Chase Trifecta, it has to be the right combination of cards. So making your points go further is the end goal here. So anytime we talk about Chase Trifecta, we're speaking about maximizing your rewards. So you want to make your points go as much further as possible. Now, when we talk about redemption here, 3 credit cards in the Chase ecosystem offer enhanced value when you're actually redeeming your rewards to book travel through the Chase portal. It has to be through the Chase portal. I want to insist on that because some viewers have asked questions about whether you can actually book on another portal, on a U.S. Bank portal or Bank of America portal. No, or Citi portal for that matter. It has to be on the Chase portal. And so there are 3 cards, and what I want to say here is that you actually have the Chase Sapphire Preferred card and the Inc. Business Preferred credit card give you a 25% boost in value per point. I want to repeat, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card and the Inc. Business Preferred card, they give you a 25% boost in value per point. And the Chase Sapphire Reserve offers a 50% boost in value. So in the example that we just showed you on the screen, we're going to show this again on the screen. Okay. Now you can see here that you could actually redeem those 29,000 points for $290 in cash, or you could use them to book airfare or hotels via Chase and get $435 in value instead. So you can see that you have you are actually saving a lot here. Okay, this is kind of cool. Now, one thing I need to say also is that you got to choose either the Chase Sapphire Preferred card or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, because Chase has one Sapphire card rule that prevents you from applying for one version if you already hold the other. You are only eligible for a new Sapphire card if it's been more than 48 months since you received a new cardholder bonus. 48 months, that's 4 years. So again, this is not really like this is not part of the 524 rule, but it is an important rule that Chase goes by anyway when deciding to grant new Chase Sapphire credit cards. Let's talk about the steps here. So I want to talk to you about a few things that you need to consider before diving in, because see, the thing is that when you think about your Chase Trifecta, you need to have a clear idea of what it is and your end goal. You first need to consider your break-even point. So the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and the Inc. Business Preferred credit card all carry annual fees. So if you don't think you will earn enough back in points to outweigh your cost of carrying one of those cards, the Chase Trifecta is not a great system for you. So this is a case where you should skip the Chase Trifecta. That's number one. The second scenario is your ability to juggle multiple cards. And this has to do with your financial discipline. It has to do with your credit card knowledge, because you got to have a little bit of credit card knowledge to sort of juggle those credit cards. The Chase Trifecta is not a low maintenance setup. You will have to remember which card to use in which specific scenario, and that can get complicated, especially when you consider that the Chase Freedom Flex requires you to opt in to new bonus categories every quarter. So those are rotating categories. So it's important to understand also that you got to have a certain tolerance for booking exclusively through Chase's travel portal. Is this something that you like? Yeah, why not? So with a qualifying card like the Chase Sapphire Preferred card or the Inc. Business Preferred credit card, you can just cash out of your points for a penny each, or you can also transfer your points to multiple travel partners where you might find even better value. So, but to get the 25% or 50% boost, you must book via Chase and only Chase. You also have the eligibility for another Chase card. So Chase 524 rule means that if you have opened 5 credit cards within the past 24 months, any 5 cards, not just Chase cards, you probably will not be eligible for another Chase card. Chase also has a one Sapphire card rule that I just spoke about earlier. This means that if you already have one flavor of a Sapphire card, you can't get another. You cannot, for example, have both the Chase Sapphire Preferred card and the Chase Sapphire Reserve. In general, and this is what we tell our clients and our viewers, it's best to wait a maximum of 6 months between each new line of credit you are seeking. Not only can multiple hard inquiries drag down your score, but it can also be a red flag to issuers, not just Chase. Another thing you need to be aware of when it comes to the Chase Trifecta, and which might make you skip the Chase Trifecta altogether, is the temptation to overspend. So here's a caveat with chasing credit card rewards. It's only a good idea if you pay your balances on time and in full every month. That's because rewards credit cards have high APRs, and if you carry a balance, that double-digit interest will eat away at your rewards. So to kind of recap here, some of the reasons why you might want to skip the Chase Trifecta. You have to look at your break-even point, your ability to juggle multiple credit cards, your eligibility for another Chase card, and the temptation to overspend. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about the Chase Trifecta. Should you skip it? So I give you the overview, the winner, the bonus, and the steps you need to the things you need to consider before diving in. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.